Hello and welcome to Climate Check with me, Mary Mwikis. I'm excited to be back on your screens where we discuss everything around sustainability and climate change. And today on the program, we focus on waste management and in particular plastic waste management. Also on the show, we took our cameras to the streets of Lusaka to understand and appreciate how much ordinary Zambians know about climate change, how it has affected them at individual level, and what they know about its impact to our country, Zambia. And so these are some of the issues we'll be discussing on Climate Check. Join me on the other side. Now imagine if trees could provide Wi-Fi, just how many trees you would plant? Well, they provide oxygen. We definitely cannot do without it. Destruction of nature, such as forests, has led to irreversible climatic changes to our world. Join me as I talk to policy formulators, change makers, and climate change interest groups on Climate Check, weekly on this channel. Now you are the solution to climate change. Welcome back to Climate Check, and right now let's hear the views of members of the public as our staffer Zachariah Tawanda Nyimbili took our cameras to the streets of Lusaka and brought us these views about climate change from ordinary Zambians.
Today on Climate Check, we're going to find out from local citizens how is climate change really affecting them, what solutions can be put in place, long-term solutions, what should government, different agriculture stakeholders, put in place in addressing or enhancing issues to do with climate change.
Climate change inaimverapo inichita affect mvula siro kwa bwinobwino chifukwa chakuti mitengo sizikula, mitengo vajuva. So as a result, ichita affect vintu vambiri. Apa chantingachita as a community ni kuleka kujua mitengo. Ngati wajua mitengo, immediately washangapo winango. Kuti mitengo chitebwanji ipake. That's when the result ya kuti mvula ikango wakulokwa bwinobwino chifukwa chakuti mitengo kulibe. Mitengo wanajuva, wanasiza kugulisa wapangira malasha. So as a result, tavutikiramo kairi. Tavutikiramo chifukwa cha malaiti, kai mvula siro kwa bwinobwino, chifukwa chakuti kulibe mitengo. That's why tavutikiramo.
Yeah, I would first go for the Ministry of Forestry to work together with the community and the people to enforce the citizens to support the process of tree planting, yes, to instable a green economy. Because when we plant more trees, we're going to enhance in the rain cycle, meaning there will be more rain and the high and favorable temperatures won't be there. Yes, so the only part where we miss it is we want to leave this to the government, but it is also our duty as a community to be transformed and work together with the government by planting trees, do not allow deforestation, but enhance more of reforestation and afforestation.
About climate change, actually, as we live in 20 and 25, the UN pronounced that we are not in the age of global warming, but global warming.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So this climate change is actually very severe to us because we need to live the future as we are young adults. Yes, and for our future, we need to move. We need to act.
Let's stop charcoal. Let's grow more trees. Yeah, so the government should come in and put more effort in forest stuff.
Things are happening differently. Let's say, for example, in terms of agriculture, our farming rain season has changed. Sometimes the rains come early, then they go again early. So you find the crop yield is different. So I think Zambia being an agriculture economy, that change in the pattern of the weather has seriously affected the way we practice our farming. And obviously that leads to hunger because people are not producing as they used to in the past. And then also those that depend on selling cannot sell and get something to feed their family. So it's it's a broad effect that climate change has had on our country and us personally as a Zambian citizen. And the Ministry of Agriculture obviously has to up their game. Not that they're not doing anything. We need to adapt to what is happening. We need to maybe change the way we practice our farming. Maybe introduce different types of crops if we want to survive.
Climate change actually it is maybe changing of maybe temperature, something like that. And always heating, yes, and always sometimes we also experience drought because they're the same thing. Yeah, climate change, and then also sometimes also load shedding because of the same thing. Yes, so it has actually affected me a lot. Yeah,
I'm coming from Chama district, which is Eastern Province. Yeah, so like I was just communicating with them recently. Yeah, they were complaining to say like for this season, Mr. Mishek, things are not really okay this side because we've been affected by climate change. So like me being the student here, I'm also affected because I know that those are the people that have been providing for me. Yeah, financially, it is because of the farming that they're doing. So when they told me that, I was really, really affected. Yeah, so that is how even my studies sometimes get affected because I'm worried to say, okay, next year, where am I going to get the finances?
Welcome back, and thank you so much, Zachariah, for that interaction with the public. It's interesting to hear some of the views, and it goes to show that actually the ordinary people in this country have a bit of understanding about what climate change is, especially more of its impact and how we should try and adapt, and especially mitigating the impact of climate change. Moving on the program now, the poor plastic waste management has led to significant environmental problems, including pollution of air, water, and our soils. And of course, we know that plastic pollution is one of the biggest challenges we're dealing with as a country, but ultimately as a continent. And joining me in studio is a young lady who has dedicated her life to ensuring that this plastic is managed properly. And ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you Sarah Nanyangwe, who is an SDG and climate change activist. Sarah, thank you for making time.
Thank you so much for inviting me on this
Now,
platform.
as a young lady, one would think, she wouldn't be interested in, such issues. But here you are caring about your environment and caring about your country. Let's understand the works that you do as an activist before we talk about your particular interest in waste management, plastic waste management.
Okay, yes. So I'm a climate activist and a study activist as well. My focus is mainly on climate, apparently, because that's the elephant in the room that we're trying to address so far. According to how climate has really affected us in so many ways, everyone is really affected about it. Let me say I'm involved in so many organizations. For my SDGs activism, I'm a member of the Young Women Lead. Yes, it's under the U.S. Embassy. We try to bring in girls and talk about the SDGs and try to just bring awareness to those people that have never even heard about it. And also do community works. And then on the other side, I do works with YVE. It's Young Volunteers for Environment. So we do community works, also planting of trees, cleaning up the environment, and we work with the Lusaka City Council.
Let's now focus on your work around plastic waste management. Let's find out where this activity is happening. Which part of Lusaka are you, what's your catchment area?
For now, we are focusing on the most place that was really kind of, not really neglected, but we noticed that this place wasn't really kind of looking like part of Lusaka, the way Lusaka should be.
Why? There was a lot of waste?
A lot of waste. When it's rainy season, there used to be a lot of cholera outbreak. People would have waterborne diseases because of stagnant waters and mosquitoes, malaria. So me and my partner, who is Ephraim, is one of the founders, and I'm the co-founder and the partner. So we decided that we should, how about we make this as a this to be an initiative. Yes, so that's how we just started up the cleaning. But before that, because we didn't know what to do with the waste, we just used to do cleanups. We do cleanups on weekends, bring people together from different organizations that are interested in doing the cleaning. But then the idea of now just waste management came in. Say, okay, hold up. What if this was money? Because this is plastic, and plastic can stay for almost 500 years. So we were like, okay, let's try and see what we can do with it. And we started looking for companies that would partner with us that can buy it. And so far, I can say we have quite a number, and we are so impressed because it's like Zambians are now getting into this recycling community, and it's becoming.
So which area is this?
Garden Chilulu.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the one that is just between Olympia, behind Mandayo. The whole area.
The whole area.
Yes.
Okay. So who brings this plastic to you, and who is in charge of ensuring that the plastic is collected, the plastic is separated? Are these community members just free to come to you and bring the plastic, or do you have specific people? How does it work?
Okay, so how it works is really simple. If you don't have anything to do and you want a way on how to can make money, you're welcome. So we first, when we started the project, we used to go into places and seeing what kind of people would we want to work with. So we noticed that there was a lot of petty theft. People, because they're hungry, they want to eat, they would steal. People being involved in drug abuse,
especially the youths,
especially that part, the youths, and also women who are, let me say, in wrong marriages or relationships. So we started asking them if they wanted to make money in helping us also cleaning the environment. Like, Mami, would you like to mtemwa tobacco ma bottles mwatiletera, and then we give you money. But not only bottles. So like you can just bring waste to us, because we notice if people get focus on bottles, they'll be going vishala and just scattering things everywhere.
And so we're not helping the situation.
So we're going to worsen it.
The waste is still there.
Yes, so we're going to worsen it. So how about we just tell them to bring all of it, and then we offer them to say, you bring bottles this much, we give you money, and we add more money if you separate it. You can separate bottles, paper, and can, glass, and then bring it. That way that will attract a certain amount of a fee on doing such work.
So they bring all of it to you, and then if they are willing to now separate it, you top up.
And which everyone is willing, because they want more money.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. For how long has this project been going on?
The project so far, we can say 3 years.
Okay.
Yes, 3 years in, like, just for it to now being serious, stable. Yes, now for 3 years now. Yes.
Okay, so now you've collected this plastic, it's been sorted out, separated from the other waste, and now you have your plastic. What next?
Oh, so that's when now we already have people that we are taking this plastic to. We have partners, big companies that I can't really disclose because I don't have. So we have people that buy. Our plastic here goes as far as the United Arabs.
Okay.
Yes, it goes as far as Asia. It's worldwide. It's actually a hot cake, but people don't just know about it yet, because in other countries plastic has been banned. They banned plastic. There's no plastic anywhere. So, but those people still want to manufacture things that they use plastic for. So where can we go? There's a country like ours that people don't even have an idea of what to do with plastic. I'll drink water through the bottle. It's useless to me. Then say, okay, let's pick it. So at this point, if you had to go to garden, trust me, especially those people that are so much aware and they know exactly what plastic is all about. If you're drinking water, they'll even tell you, when you finish drinking water, mami, when you pass a boat,
Is that serious?
It's that
now?
serious.
Interesting.
It's really serious. When you finish drinking that drip, you know those drips plus anything that has to
Those
do with
pepper,
those
the
pepper
water
water,
sachets,
yes,
yeah.
sachets. When you finish Nipasen, they know, they pick that, they know it's money. They want to make something. Even now people in the markets, now we are going into markets and telling those Abanamayo, telling them, say, you know, you can't be living in an environment where there's so much plastic like this. So mushi batini pH. Imwe mune tola finga twaisa, tukala tumabantu waisa senda they come and get, and then we use the plastic.
So even the marketeers are now on board.
Everyone is on board. So our main goal is just to make sure that it goes everywhere. We go into schools, we make we go into international schools as well. There are those kids that are interested that want to know what is it that I can do when I finish school. Can I make this as a business now? Because it's now a business, but for me, I don't do it for business. I do it because of the love for my environment. I want my environment to be clean. I want people to be safe. As a humanitarian, I want to see everyone in a good space, and it starts from me. Exactly. So if I do it, then somebody else, and then it's going to be a better world for everybody. Exactly. And that's what my focus is on.
Interesting. Now let's talk about this catchment area. As we speak, I'm assuming there's less plastic pollution happening in the community. Is the community getting more cleaner by the day?
Absolutely.
Okay.
There's so much, there's a difference.
Okay.
So we have places where they used to dump. You know, people at night, they'll get the
garbage and go and
just
dump
throw where they've seen it.
There's a space.
Yes, this looks like it's an idle place. Nobody can even come and question me about it. So people used to dump there. But what we've discovered is, how about we plant trees? So we are marking those places. We tape them with yellow tape for them to see that there's maybe a construction that will be going on soon. Maybe the government, it's a prohibited place. We tape it around, and then we start planting trees. So we've started planting a tree called bamboo, because bamboo tree, it's one of the easiest tree to grow and doesn't take forever for it to mature. So we said, how about we start with bamboo tree, and then we plant it. So,
That's interesting. So what has been the response from the communities where you work in? Are they in support of your program?
The community is really happy. They're so happy about the results, and they're looking forward for more innovations to come on board and people to just come in. So apparently we're looking for partners. People can partner with us at a larger scale, talk about not only garden. We go to Kanyama, let's go to Chivolia. We go in those deepest places where people feel like they can't, you know. We want to make also our country one of the cleanest countries. And for me as an SDG activist, by 2030, I have a vision of how I want to see my country to look like by that time. So we are running out of time, and whatever we can do and to bring people on board who can just be partners or help us in this movement, we are okay with it.
Okay. Let's talk about mindset change, because these habits of dumping waste anywhere, not managing our waste even at household level, have a lot to do with our mindset and how we are socialized as a people. You've grown up seeing people just littering everywhere, and before you know it, there's the rainy season, the drainages are blocked, there's disease outbreak. We go back to the government again and ask for help when we created this problem. In your opinion, what can we do to achieve a mindset change where people can realize that I can actually separate my own waste at home and ensure that it's collected properly, and we keep our world clean?
One of my friends, she works for in Kalumbila. She has this project called FedEx. So it's kind of like an initiative from the UK. There's this company that offers people certain kind of discount from garbage collection when they separate their waste. So we just have to make the law on waste, like collection of waste, really strong.
Strengthen the law.
Strengthen it, because especially like work with Lusaka City Council.
Yes.
They have trucks that goes around and collects that waste from houses. So maybe if they could come up with, if you separate your waste from, you put paper, because those things, they go bad. Obviously, they will know where to throw it. But you separate it. If you have to pay 250, you'll be paying 200.
Okay.
Obviously, a person who is with the economy will be like, no, I have to save a 50. When you throw in, please throw paper in there, throw plastic in there. That way we are cutting off from our bills. Okay. Obviously, that would even help. But that's also a challenge when we talk about places like Garden, because people don't
subscribe for garbage collection.
What is that? Who is that? So for them, it's just a matter of putting. That's why now we have people that are helping us in getting, and we give them something. But I'm sure by the time everyone is aware and the news is out there, people will be more educated about it. People will be more aware. People will just start doing it as a trend. You know, they'll do it by themselves eventually. But for now, we're just trying to see that they do it, and they do it with something also.
Yeah, so they get something at the end of the day. Yes. As I let you go, what is your word to the young people on how they can take climate action seriously, on what role they can play in their various communities to contribute towards the fight against climate change in Zambia?
To my young people out there that feel like, why should I put myself in this position or start collecting waste or telling people, I feel like if we say with the future, we need to have a vision on how you want to see your future to look like. And once you have that, then you definitely know what to do. Nobody will tell you what to do. You just do it by yourself. And I encourage them, I urge them to just get out there. You don't have to start big. I didn't start with money. My colleague didn't start with money. We just started it as something that is helping. If I tell you, we don't get anything out of it. We do it because of passion. And you need to be passionate about it. You need to have a heart if you need to do that. Yes. So I'll tell them to just go for it. Let's work together. We want this climate issue to be a bygone situation. So it takes us to make it go.
Okay.
Yes.
Sarah, thank you so much for making time and sharing with us your story and how you're making a difference in Garden Chilulu compound, especially in terms of waste management, plastic waste management. Thank you for making time, and all the best. We're proud of you.
Thank you so much.
All right. This is Climate Check. I was speaking with Sarah Nanyangwa. She is an SDG and climate change activist who is working in our community to make a difference for the better of our country. This is Climate Check. Join me on the other side very shortly. Now imagine if trees could provide Wi-Fi, just how many trees you would plant? Well, they provide oxygen. We definitely cannot do without it. Destruction of nature, such as forests, has led to irreversible climatic changes to our world. Join me as I talk to policy formulators, change makers, and climate change interest groups on Climate Check, weekly on this channel. Now you are the solution to climate change. This has been Climate Check for this week. We have come to the end of the program. Join me again next week, same time, same channel, as we continue our discourse around sustainability, protection of the environment, and of course, the well-being of planet Earth. I'm Mary Mwikisa. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.